I'll be teaching you how to make a kokidama. Kokidama literally means moss ball. It's actually a Japanese art. It originated from Japan in mid 90s. In this, actually Japanese were very much influenced by the wabi-sabi principle, which means wisdom in simplicity. They believe that Mother Nature is self-sufficient and it doesn't need any external factor to make it more beautiful. It is self-sufficient, imperfectly perfect. They do not use any pots for planting small plants, ornamental plants. They curate it in moss and they hang it or they place it and it looks very, very beautiful. So making a kokidama is a very patient process because it involves the working of both the hands. It keeps our hands occupied and also our brain more concentrated and focused. It is a very soothing activity. So you must be intrigued now. Let's start and make a kokidama of your own. So let me first introduce you to all the ingredients which we need. This is moss. I have soaked in water to make it a bit soft. You can see the moss properly. Now we'll take the potting soil. This soil, foliage soil for the foliage plant and succulent soil for the succulent plant. Today I'm going to show you a foliage plant. So this is a foliage potting soil. You can also use dry moss. It's like this. You have to break it properly. After soaking, it becomes a bit soft and it's easier to work with it. You'll be needing some strings, the plain ones or the jute ones, scissors, and some water. That's all you need. And last but not the least is the plant. The plant can be any plant which is suitable for indoors because they should have a bit smaller roots, or they can also survive. The bigger plants can also be used, but the ball will become bigger. So we prefer smaller plants with small roots. Plants like pothos, philodendron, aglaonema, ferns, any kind of plant is suitable which can survive indoors. Let's now start the process. Put on your gloves and get set. We will take some moss and equal amount of soil. Can you see clearly? Moss and soil. We will mix it and make it an even mixture. Using both your hands, knead it properly so that the mixture is even. I think everybody can see it clearly. Now we will add some water to it. Now people using moss will use less water, and the dry moss will need more water because it will absorb some water. Now we'll try to make it in the form of a ball. I'm using a small plant, so I'm making a small ball. If you are taking a plant with a bigger root, you need to make a big ball. Now see, this is compact. Now we'll keep the ball aside. I'm making a kokidama from neon pothos. I will take out the plant and I will dab off the extra soil. Not split the ball into two halves. Can you see? I will place the plant root inside the ball in the center. Take some more soil if you need. Spray some water if you need. Apply pressure and make. Can you see it? It's done now, almost done. Just I'll wash my hands just. Now I'll take the thread. Just wrap it around so that it can hold the ball together. I hope you are able to do it. Just secure the moss in position. And the root should be covered. It should not be exposed. You cannot see any root. Just cut the thread. Just tie a knot. Now you can see the ball. It is visible, I hope. Now we will soak this ball in the bowl of water. We'll place it in a bowl of water. And let it soak for 10 minutes. Now the basic kokedama is prepared. Now we will see how we can tie it with colorful strings or jute strings. I will show the patterns with the red thread so that you can see it clearly. You'll just catch this end of the thread with your thumb here, and you can keep on rotating in one direction, slightly rotating the ball. Wait. You'll start from here, top to bottom, one circle. Second circle will be a bit away, and here also. Can you see it? I hope. Like this in one direction, we will keep on rotating it like this. This is the one circle which is completed. Now we will do it from the other direction. Like this. Okay, can you see it? Can you see it, people? Again, one, slightly rotating. This is the one. This is the completed one. You can have a look. And you can imagine, use your own imaginations to create new patterns and new color combinations and new type of threads. This I've made with this jute thread. This is a succulent plant, Kokedama. And you can leave it just simple. That also looks beautiful. After the tying process, you can make it hanging with the help of the same thread. You can use invisible threads also. I will show you. It is tied with a string and it is a hanging plant. So if many plants are hung with the help of strings, it is also called garden of strings, because you cannot see the string and it looks as if the plants are hanging in the air. This is the peace lily plant. How many minutes? After 10 minutes, we will take out this and we will squeeze out the extra water. Now this kokedama is ready. Now we have to decorate it with the thread we want, any color or any. And now how to place these kokedamas. Now one more thing. For this driftwood, I have made small, there are holes in the driftwood. So I have made these small kokedamas and placed it in the driftwood. I hope you are liking it. So suppose in a tray, we have kept some stones and we can place a kokedama like this. Or we can plate it in a single pot or single plate. Yeah, just like it. We can place it on the table, on the desktop, the place where we study or where we sit and we want the plants to be around us to create positivity and green spaces. We can place this plant anywhere. We can also put on the shelves in the wall. We can make it like hanging, and we can create partitions with hanging kokedama. If we create a layer of 3 layers of kokedama of different heights, it creates an artificial separation or partition. I'm sure you must be wondering how much time does it stay, what is the life of a kokedama? It mostly stays for 2 to 3 years. It stays for 2 to 3 years. If by any chance it gets damaged or the plant dies, overwatering will kill the plant. Do not water when the kokedama is wet. Achha, you can find out how the kokedama is wet or not by 2 things. By observing the weight. If it is heavy, it means it has water in it. It does not need to be watered. Or secondly, you can also observe the color of the coir. If it is light colored, it means there is no water. You have to add water. And if it is dark in color, you don't have to water it. You can soak and water it, or you can just spray it. So it survives for 2 to 3 years. And suppose the plant's roots start showing after some time. Like this, the roots have outgrown the kokedama. So when the roots start showing, it means the kokedama is not big enough now. So we wrap around this layer of soil and again add a layer of moss, and we recreate it. Or you can also cut open the thread and again repot it in a moss ball. So basically, the moss ball is not pure moss ball. It has some soil in it according to the plant we have to plant. I'd love to see the pictures of the kokedamas. I'm sure you must have made it. It's a very simple and easy process. We'll share it on our page also. Please share with me the pictures. And if you have any queries, you can ask me. If anybody wants me to repeat some process or has not understood anything, you can ask me.
Thank you, Sashi, for the wonderful session. Now we will be taking all your queries in the chat section and we'll answer to all your questions which you have been sending us, and you can also send us some new questions. We received the first question from Diksha. Can we use any type of thread to make the kokedama?
Yes, mostly it should not be pure cotton because cotton rots easily. It can be a slight polyester mixed thread or jute thread.
Okay. Thank you, Sashi. Another question from Nirmal. Can we use coco peat instead of the moss?
Coco peat actually is very is not advisable because, as the name suggests, moss is a compulsory ingredient. But you can, if it is not available, you can use coco peat. The coconut coir you can use, the raw one, bigger coils.
We had a question from Diksha. What happens when roots grow bigger? So I think that question was answered. Yeah. You can repeat it.
Yeah. When the roots grow bigger, you just put a layer of soil and again a layer of moss and recreate the kokedama. Or secondly, you can just cut the threads and repot it in a bigger kokedama. I hope you understood.
We have a question from Krutika. Does kokedama increase in size as plants grow bigger?
No, the kokedama will not increase. It can vary to half inches or 1 inches because of the moisture present, but it will not increase in size because we have tied it with a thread, no?
Another question from Pratiksha. What kind of moss to be used?
You can use sphagnum moss or peat moss, whichever is easily available. You can use peat moss or sphagnum moss, whichever is available.
Can you give us the introduction about what all is mixed in the soil? Yes, Sashi, we have this question.
Yeah.
What kind of moss is to be used?
Yeah, you can use peat moss or sphagnum moss, anything which is available.
Can you tell us what all is mixed in the potting soil?
have the DM. You can coco peat, some lime, potting soil, and perlite. There are many things actually. For the foliar soil, the components will be different, and for the succulent soil, the components will be different. We will message you the components exact. Note down.
We have a lot of we have a question from multiple people regarding the moss, where you can get, as they do not have the moss. So for the moss, you can procure it from your local nursery. In case you do not get it in your local nursery, you can drop in a message on our chat panel or on our email address at hello@muddyhands.in, and we can ship the moss for you. You can buy it from us. We have a question from Nidhi. What about the fertilizer?
Yeah, once a month you can give fertilizer to the plant by when you are soaking the Kokedama in water. You can mix some fertilizer, organic fertilizer, in the water soluble fertilizers, and then while soaking only it will take once a month will be sufficient.
Sashi, everybody wants to know the content of the soil. Can you tell them the details of the soil right now?
Actually, 70% we use coco peat and 30% is for the fillers like perlite, vermicompost, lime, and neem khali. 70% is coco peat and 30% are filler like vermicompost, perlite, neem khali, and lime.
Yukta, we had received a question from you regarding repeating the step of the first 5 minutes. The recorded content will be available in a few weeks, and then I think you can repeat and you can make the kokedama at your place. If you have any queries while making the kokedama, you can drop in a message and our expert will get back to you on the chat panel. Thank you, everyone. I hope we have answered to everybody's query. And if you still have any other questions which needs to be answered while you are preparing the kokedama, we will get back to you. You can drop us the message on our chat panel. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed the session.